So we're here at Mama's Pizza on Camp Bowie. Now this is a chain restaurant. I remember when I was growing up, man, there's like 2 or 3 of them in Fort Worth. And now they're everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but you know, there's more than 2 or 3 locations. There's probably about 15 to 20. And I've had this pizza before. I've had it at different locations. This is my main location because this is closer to my house. There's one that's about the same distance as in Lake Worth. I've had it before, and it tastes, they're all equal. Like, you go to one Mama's Pizza, you're gonna get the same thing as you go to the one across town. So they got their own box. They've always had their own box. And then here is what the pizza looks like. They've always had huge dough, but I think this one is looking bigger than it usually looks. So let me go ahead and set the camera up so I can go ahead and do the taste test. This one is smelling pretty good. This one, that gets a 7.5 for smell. First slice. There's too much light there. I like the crust, the dough. They brush it with garlic butter, which I always like that. And the dough definitely tastes better than most, you know, pizza places that I go to in Fort Worth. And that's why it used to be my favorite. It used to be my favorite pizza place. Before I went to Dino's. And that's my first pizza review, was at Dino's. But their crust is good. It's definitely better than Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's. So if I'm gonna get pizza in Fort Worth, I'm usually gonna get this pizza. I'm gonna get Mama's Pizza. Because unfortunately, Dino's, there's just one Dino's. And it's about 20 miles, or no, it's about 15 miles from me. I'm gonna go ahead and eat another slice before I give this a grade. I've always loved their pizza. So after a few bites, I get some napkins. I would say I'm thinking like it's a high 6 and a low 7. So I'm gonna give them a 6.9. 6.9. That's a fair score. That's a pretty high score. Anything in the high 6s or low 7s is, you know, it's a good score in my opinion. And let me tell you guys something about pizza in Texas. It's not really that good. I've traveled a lot in my life, and I feel the more towards the East Coast that you go, the higher up in the East Coast that you go, the Northeast, the better the pizza is. I've had pizza up in Michigan and Chicago and Detroit, and Detroit style pizza is good. I've had Chicago pizza, the deep dish, of course. I know that's just what they're popular for, but what the good pizza there is thin and it's cut in squares. I used to live in Virginia for about a year, and their pizza was phenomenal compared to the pizza here, except for Dino's. Dino's kicks ass. I've never had any crust like Dino's before, but 6.9 for Mama's Pizza. And of course, the reason I think
that's real good for them is because if I had that same cheese pizza at the location across town on the other side of town, it would have been a 6.9 slice too. And they're pretty consistent when it comes to all their restaurants. But yeah, I've eaten pizza, you know, mostly on the East Coast and the Northwest, up in the north, you know, like Ohio and Michigan and all the other places that I talked about. I've had pizza in Florida too. Florida wasn't all that good. Louisiana, and you know, all the places I've traveled, I've had pizza there, you know, and I've always tried to get the mom and pop places. And I try to stay away from Domino's and Pizza Hut whenever I'm, you know, trying new stuff out. But I'm fixing to kick back and watch the latest episode of Yellowstone, and I'll be back for the next pizza review next time.